Okay, for our art project this week, let's make a sculpture. We can make a sculpture using things that you find around your house. Create a sculpture using things like toilet paper tubes, paper towel tubes, cereal boxes, Cheez-It boxes, whatever kind of box that you might have in your kitchen that you can take apart. So gather all these things up. You'll need more than actually what you see in the picture. You're going to need more tubes than that if you can find them. Open up the cereal boxes or snack boxes and cut off any parts that are folded or ripped or torn, because what you want to have is some nice smooth flat pieces of cardboard. Once you have these smooth pieces of cardboard, start cutting them into strips that you're going to use to make curls. Now we can watch me cut these, or we can speed this up and make it go a little faster, so let's do that. Okay, once you have your strips cut, then you start curling the cardboard around your finger, or you could curl it around a pencil or a crayon. Once you have it all curled up, sort of squeeze it together in your hand, and it will make a curl. That first one was a little bit loose, but the second one, let's try to make it just a little bit tighter. So I'm going to squeeze it up a little bit better. It takes a little practice. It took me a while to get it to where I really liked the curls that I was making. Let's speed this up, because that would be boring to watch me curl all those up. But just keep doing that as many times as you can. You can also take two at once after you've practiced a little bit and curl those up. That takes a little bit of practice too, because it's a little harder with two pieces like that. So just keep trying and smushing it around a little bit to sort of really make the curl stay in place. One thing you may have noticed about a cardboard tube is that it has a spiral line that goes across. That's where it's glued together to make the shape of the tube. So if you want to cut along that line or right near that line, and we can make some more interesting shapes for our project by doing this. And when you are done cutting, you can kind of flatten it out, and you will have a parallelogram, which is also very similar to the shape of our state of Tennessee. And then you can start cutting strips from your parallelogram, and let's speed that up and see how many strips we can get. Oh, several out of that one. Then you're going to start curling those up, just like you did with the cereal boxes before. Curl them up around your finger or around a pencil, and it'll make these really cute little curly cute things that will look really cool on our sculpture in a few minutes. So make several of those. And some more shapes you can make. Take a longer tube and just cut rings out of it. Cut one little loop and then another loop. They don't have to be the same size. Some can be kind of skinny, some can be wide. So cut several of those. Okay, the next thing we need to do is to take the cardboard tubes and start cutting some short little cuts into them. These are going to be used to help hold them together. And you can see I've got two on one end, and I'm going to put two on the other end. And I tried to space them out and not put them too close together at this point. I might make some that are closer together later on. Once I have one cut, I'm going to do another one. And you'll see when I try to fit this together, it doesn't exactly go where I want it to. So I'm going to make an extra cut right there so that it will fit together a little bit better. And it doesn't matter that I've already got some cuts in there. I can make some extra ones. That's okay. It's not going to hurt anything to have more cuts in there. Now, one of the nice things about this cardboard is that it sticks together good. It holds on to each other. And so it will stay, but it's not going to stand like this. We're going to do something else to make it stand. So we need at least another piece to make a nice, almost like 2 feet or 2 legs to hold up the body of what's going to be the first part of our sculpture. And you can see once you have 2 legs underneath it, it will stand up. It's pretty sturdy at this point, and we can start adding more and more to it. But this is where we're going to start. So once you have something to build on, start gathering up all the pieces that you have, all your curls and other cardboard tubes with cuts in them, because you're going to need those to make it taller and taller. And then you just start adding those pieces to the base that you created in any way that you want to do it. There's no wrong way to do this. Just be as creative as you can think of. Think of ways you can add to the side or to the top. I even turned mine upside down right there. Now it's upside down and I used those curls almost like feet or toes. Just kept adding more of those curly Q things, look like hair or even like robot antenna or something like that. And I just kept adding and adding and adding. I didn't paint mine. You could paint yours if you wanted to, if you have paint at home. But I kind of liked the way that it looked with just the natural cardboard colors and the colors of the cereal boxes. So this is my sculpture. I hope that you can find the time to make one and that you'll have fun making a sculpture of your own.